Welcome once again, everybody, to boys varsity basketball action here live from the Nehemiah Center. It's the live stream where the Whitensville Christian Crusaders will host the Chargers from Blackstone Millville Regional High School, a Dual Valley Conference matchup here. Second time these guys have played. The Chargers come in at 8-6, a good year so far with them. They had a big victory against Douglas, as Douglas hasn't won many games this year on Friday. Just trying to go 2 in a row. They beat Whitensville Christian at home when they played earlier this year. Whitensville Christian having a bit of a down season, really young team, as we've said. They are coming in at 2-9 and just one win in the conference. They still get to play Douglas one more time, but they play home tonight. Good news for Coach Brady Badgham's team is he does get back his senior veteran Dylan McAllister, who injured his knee in soccer season, and so Dylan has yet to play. So I don't think he will start that Dylan, but he will hopefully be able to give him some minutes. And again, he started on the team last year as a junior, so they've really missed that leadership on this Crusaders team. So the Chargers come in incredibly, a lot of veterans, a lot of seniors. They tend to spread the scoring around. Jackson Dunton, Brady Folster, Carson Cornier, several others getting the action for this Charger team. These guys have played a long time together, so we'll join Athletic Director Kurt Savage for the lineups and the national anthem.
Let's meet the starters for tonight. First, for the visitors, starting number 12, a senior, Brady Folster. Number 14, a senior, Nick Novio. Number 15, a sophomore, Jackson Dunton. Number 2, a sophomore, Carson Cornier. And number 11, a sophomore, Cody Fletcher. The Chargers are coached by Aaron Anabali and Chris Manguso. Now let's give it up for Whitensville Christian School Crusaders. Starting number 3, a senior, Brady Gorman. Number 12, a junior, Micah Diaz. Number 21, a sophomore, Gary Diaz. Number 20, a senior, Mason Barnett. Number 2, a sophomore, Amy Maloney. The Crusaders are coached by Brady Badgman, assisted by Dave Dieters and John Zilstra. Would you now please rise for the playing of the national anthem?
Okay, so once again, just joining us in the live stream, we have Dual Valley Conference matchup of the Chargers from BMR come in starting a few sophomores, Carson Cornier and Cody Fletcher and Jackson Dutton, all sophomores. 2 seniors, Nick Novio and Brady Folster. Played a while for this Chargers team. Crusaders, they're starting Mason Barnett, Gabe Dieters, Micah Dieters, Brady Gorman, and who did I miss? Eamon Maloney out there. So they decided to go a little bit bigger by putting Barnett out there in the starting lineup with Gabe and Micah. So once again, going right to left, jumping it up. Crusaders' home classic white uniforms is Gabe Dieters gets it back out to Maloney to get this offense going. And the Chargers settle on defense with black uniforms, gold and maroon numbers and trim. Gabe will fire from 3 to get things started right away for the Crusaders. Remember, the Chargers beat the Crusaders pretty badly in that first matchup, but Gabe Dieters did not play in that. Dylan McAllister did not play in that. And Mason Barnett, who's out there, number 20, did not play in that. So the Chargers, a little bit better of opponent than that first time around. Crusaders drop into that 2-3 zone. Chargers so far struggling from it, but a deep, deep 3 just clangs out. That was Cody Fletcher who fired that one. He missed, so 3-0. Just getting started here. Crusaders have a chance to go back on offense. This time it's going to be Micah Dieters for 3. He buries it from the corner. Right away, 6-0. Chargers a little surprised here. As Crusaders have struggled in Blue Valley Conference play. This time Fletcher travels with it. So a deep 3 the first trip up by Fletcher, and then a travel probably not what Coach Anabali is looking for from his group. Gabe has a chance to, no, he decides to take it to his right. He finds Gorman. Gorman will fire for 3. Barnett struggles to get the offensive rebound. Just stepped out of bounds. Ball hit out of bounds. Go back to the Chargers. So 6-0 early lead because of 2 3-pointers by the Dieters brothers. Gabe hit one to start, and then right back came Micah. Chargers looking for a little bit better of an offensive trip this time. Fletcher looks, finds his teammate in the corner. Novio just rattled that one out. Crusaders almost turned it over as they were trying to find Micah on the fast break. Chargers knock it out. Gorman will take it out from underneath the hoop. Up 6-0. Finds Micah. Micah rolls. Little flip. Micah tracks it down. And then Gabe loses it into the Chargers bench. Chargers still scoreless, just getting going. 2 minutes have gone by in this first quarter. As Carson Cornier gets it to Dutton. He gets to Fletcher. We're going to get an offensive foul here on the Chargers. Illegal pick. That'll allow the Chargers the first time to set up a press. It really gave the Crusaders a tough time, but not this time. Is Barnett. Oh, good block in there by Cody Fletcher. And Micah was trying to get it back for his team, and he gets called for a foul. So they're saying no team fouls for the Chargers, so I'm not really sure if they called another travel or what they called for that earlier turnover, but still no points on the board. Dutton now looking to go to work. Good defense by Maloney. Folster now. They look interior to Jackson Dutton, but he loses it. Here comes Gabe Dieters. Stops, gets things organized. Chargers As Maloney kind of throws a little bit of a wild shot. Good steal in there that Gorman got. Gorman had a layup, but Gabe fumbled it, wasn't able to get it to him. Now good block on Gabe Dieters. Nick Novio got it, the big man, number 14. As it came up the floor, they got first personal on Brady Gorman. That's a second team, so 3 more and they'll be in the bonus here in the first quarter. Fletcher, man, he'll look to bury one from real deep if you let him. This zone has been good so far. Folster tried to take it in, but he was denied. But the ball stays with the Chargers. New shot clock, 35 seconds back on the shot clock. So Folster almost loses it. He's tried to get it to the corner. He did lose it. Gabe Dieters will get it. The offense set up for the Crusaders. Maloney has Barnett. Swings it over to Brady Gorman instead. Gabe wants to go to work from the foul line. No good. Barnett, good rebound. Going to go right back up with it. Off the glass and in. That's going to cause a timeout here with 3:58 first quarter. 8-0 early lead for the Crusaders. Coach Badgema has to be really happy with what he sees. One of the biggest things that they struggled with in the first game at BMR was the press. And when a team doesn't score on offense, they really can't set up the press. We saw them set it up once because of an inbound from underneath the hoop because it went out of bounds. And Crusaders had no problem with that one. But if you can play tough defense and rebound the ball, it's been a big thing because BMR is pretty tall in there, which I think is why Coach Badgema went with a little bit of a taller lineup. And they've been, for the most part, not a lot of second chance points. If anybody's gotten second chance points so far, it's been the Crusaders. They've getting more than one opportunity a few times down there. So Chargers, after talking it over, we'll see what they come up with. So Coach Badgema is going to switch things up in that timeout. And he's going to go man-to-man. The Chargers probably working on how to break the zone, and now they got to break the man-to-man. So a little bit of chess playing here from the coaches. Gabe Dieters has to be careful as he reached in there and careful not to get a technical on that. They get the first personal on Gabe. Once again, that'll be 4 team fouls. So the next team foul with 3:37 left in the first quarter will, I believe, will be in the bonus. They didn't put up 4 yet, but I think it's 4 team fouls. But we'll check in on that. Because the Chargers still trying to get their first points. It was Carson Cornier, who is one of the leading scorers, especially lately with this Charger team, the sophomore, but wasn't able to get that to go. Maloney, good little stop, got through the press. Gets back out to Gabe Dieters. Charger bench trying to get them riled, pumped up. Gabe, oh, he finds Maloney wide open, just can't get it. Oh, Gabe and Barnett, friendly fire there as they both had an opportunity to get that rebound. But it goes out of bounds. Coach Badgema is not going to be too upset about that because when you got 2 guys hustling like that, it happens sometimes. So Dylan McAllister, number 10 for Whitensville, comes in for his first minutes of the season, having had that knee injury. Good to see him out there. Jackson Dutton just couldn't get that to go. Frustrated as it goes back over to the Crusaders. Dylan will take it out. Good press break again. Maloney finds Barnett. Barnett dribbles. They're going to get Mason Barnett for steps as he stuttered his feet just a little bit before taking that drive. 8-0 Crusaders. 2:24 left first quarter. Come the Chargers still yet to score. So Whitensville's got to take advantage of this. Big drought to start the game. Good pass, Fletcher. Man, it just rattles out for Cody Fletcher. Good pass from Gabe to Micah. Makes it a double-figure lead, 10-0, just under 2 to play first quarter. Chargers didn't expect this after handily beating Whitensville. They're well over 20 in their first matchup in BMR's gym. Comes Fletcher. He gets it. Looked like Dylan McAllister got his hand in there, but it bounced off of Dylan. It's another thing Dylan brings is very quick hands for a defensive guard. Last year, Dylan was the starting guard on the varsity team. So once again, they really expected to have his veteran presence with this young team. First three of the game goes. Brady Folster gets the Chargers on the board. Makes it 10-3. Don't even really show much of a press there. Maloney got a little bit of trouble. The shot clock's not even going right now. So that could be an issue. Yeah, so as the Crusaders were running that offensive possession, I had noticed the 35-second clock had not gone. So the referees now are going to have to figure out what to set the clock at. Probably somewhere around 15 seconds, I'm guessing. Okay, 25 seconds. Okay, so the Crusaders now will maintain possession. Dylan will take it out in the end line. Crusaders man to man. I mean, Chargers man to man. 25. Now it went back to 35 seconds. So they are. And the game clock's at 31 minutes, so we're so we'll kind of reset things here as the BMR Chargers come in having a good season. BMR struggled the last several seasons, but coming in at 8-6. 4 wins in the conference. Crusaders, on the other hand, kind of the opposite, 2-9, only 1-6, beating Douglas. So Crusaders would love only having 2 victories to get this win. They're up 10-3. Dylan tried to feed Micah. Good defense. I don't know what's going on with the shot clock. It's not working. It's still at 35. Now it's at 20, and I wish I could tell you what is going on with the shot clock, but so hopefully they got it right now. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Dylan. Finds Barnett. Shot clock is moving. McAllister, his first shot of the season, hurt it a little bit. Oh man, Barnett had Gabe Dieters, but threw a little bit wide at Gabe. Yeah, Dylan, he kind of hurried that, you could tell. Ethan Curry will see his first action in the game. Ethan's been starting mostly the sophomore. Well, with Dylan back and wanting to go a little bit bigger with Mason. Oh, good steal by Gabe, but does knock it out of bounds. Gabe's been giving Brady Folster a lot of difficulty down low. Micah will take the breather as Curry comes in. About 20 seconds on the shot clock, about a minute left first quarter. Chargers down 7 and kind of fortunate having only scored 3 points in this early one. If I'm Coach Annabali, I'm actually not that upset about that. And just like that, it's 10-6. It's Cornier. It's his first 3 of the game. 10-6. Crusaders need a hoop. Maloney looking down low to Barnett. Barnett's going to go to work. He goes to his right, then his left. Good move, but he threw it a little bit too high off the glass. Here come the Chargers. Down 4. There's no difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Folster, good spin, but he spun right into Dillon. I thought McAllister had the ball, but must have had some arm. Set up with the first foul on Dillon. So that will now make it 4 team fouls. So I was wrong earlier. So the next one will put him in the bonus. Chargers got to get it in, and Gabe steals it. Got to hold on to it. Gabe will draw the foul. I was kind of waiting for, Coach Badgerman did not want to call a timeout there, but it was close. You got 12.4 left. The shot clock is turned off, thankfully, given the trouble we had in this first quarter. I think you got to get in your offense. McAllister will go all the way to the hoop. He gets to Curry. Curry's going to have to shoot. He does. Barnett almost tried to get up there and put the foul down. So, fast-moving first quarter here. The court in the Nehemiah Center as the Whitensville Christian Crusaders have a 10-6 lead. Now, if you've been with us at least in the home games, one of the difficulties with this young Crusader team is they will go in scoring droughts where if the other team gets going, which Chargers just got 6 unanswered, Crusaders have gone whole quarters, or at least a lot of whole quarters, not scoring anything, and they cannot let that happen here tonight if they want to try to get the upset victory. BMR just won Friday against Douglas. I mean, Douglas is not strong. They had a narrow, big win against the Sutton Sammies earlier in the year. They'll face Sutton again next week. They just lost last week, or before the Douglas game. They lost to both Hopedale and Nipmuc. Hopedale and Nipmuc are for sure the class of the conference. Nipmuc beat Hopedale at Hopedale earlier, so that'll be an interesting matchup when those two face off again. Probably for the Dual Valley Conference. Chargers go on offense. They're actually in the power rankings too, number 38 in Division 4. So they still have a chance for tournament play as Darton goes to the hole. Coach Badgerman pleading with his guys, keep your hands straight up in the air. Don't lean over. So Dutton gets to the free throw line. They're going to get first foul on Mason Barnett. So one good thing, even though the Crusaders have 5 fouls here as we begin the second quarter, they're all on different guys. As Dutton misses the first of 2. So it's kind of an odd thing. You got 5 guys all have 1 foul, so 1 personal foul. So that part's good, but Chargers not even trying to get a foul, anyone on the foul line in case there was a rebound there. Maybe they knew Dutton was going to make it. So 10-7. This thing is tightened up. It was 10-0 to start. And now Gabe thought Eamon Maloney was coming towards him. Maloney was going to make the back door cut, and Gabe threw it out of bounds. So Chargers have a chance to come within 1 or even tie it with a 3. Cornier sets up the offense. 2-3 zone. Maloney almost steals it. That's going to be Dutton. No good. Chargers have struggled from the field. Gabe almost threw it away again, but Curry was able to grab it. Maloney will fire. Maloney for three. No good. That one looks like it went off of Barnett. So Brady Gorman and Micah Dieters are going to come back in. Mason Barnett's going to head to the bench along with Eamon Maloney. So gives Coach Badgerman more options, having now Dylan back. Mason Barnett missed the first 5 games. It's going to be Folster. He gets it stolen. Good steal by Ethan Curry. Here comes McAllister. McAllister almost loses it. He does. Fletcher finds Jackson Dutton for 2 more. 10-9 now. 1 point advantage for Whitinsville. It's like we talked about. Sometimes these scoring droughts. Good timeout by Coach Brady Badgerman. Some of these games, you'll see the Crusaders will score some points in bunches, looking great. And then they'll go, 6 to 8 minutes without a bucket or maybe 1 2-pointer. That's just not going to get it done, not in the Dual Valley Conference, certainly not this year. A lot of that's young inexperience. It's not like these guys can't play an offense. I think they get a little tight. Things aren't going their way. Also, I think the Chargers have sort of keyed on it after those first couple of 3-pointers. But you'd love to see the Whitinsville Christian to play that inside-outside game. They go down, and Barnett and Gabe Dieters have had opportunities down there, but especially when Mason was down there, he drew a crowd, then look out, see if you got your shooters. We'll see what the Crusaders sideline drew up. They're up 10-9. 6.5 to play first half. Crusaders had a lead at halftime against Sutton and then got blown out in the second half. They can go through those spurts. Gabe finds Micah. That one, it looks like it went off of Cody Fletcher, number 11. Good defensive play by Fletcher, but he wasn't able to rein the ball in. 13 seconds on the shot clock. So Crusaders need to get into their offense. They do. Micah rolls to the hoop. Off the glass, out. Somehow rattles out. Gabe fought for it, but out of the pack comes Folster. And Dutton was good little play. Fletcher's gonna fire from 3. He drains it. It's a 12-10. Chargers with their first lead of the game. They're up 2. Micah Dieters, man, that's 2 in a row. One was a layup. That one from the corner looked like it was in 3/4 of the way. Fletcher just made one. He would love another one. And they're going to get Fletcher for steps. Cody's exasperated with that call. So, once again, it's a 12-0 Chargers run right now. Crusaders badly need a hoop just to right the ship. And man, I thought they had a couple of them with Micah. Can't lose their confidence. Curry never will. From the corner, again rattled out. Good rebound by Nick Novio. Chargers, it's Jackson Dunn. He'll go right. He's got Gorman on him. Curry helps. Curry was able to rein in the rebound. Here comes Crusaders. Good pass to McAllister from Curry. This game's tied, 12-12. So back and forth we go, back in the zone. This one's it's more of it's a 2-3, but it's almost like a 3-2. Dutton will fire from 3. Front iron, no good. Gabe clears the board. Good steal by Fletcher. Fletcher's going to try to go. He gives it to Dutton. Curry steals it. Now Curry's got to be careful he doesn't pick up personal. Folster gets it blocked by Micah. I'm sorry, that was Nick Novio. Novio was not happy as he went up for it. I think he felt like he got fouled. The ref's vantage point, Micah got all ball. Novio now gets a stolen by Gabe. Another turnover from the Chargers. McAllister. Gorman from the corner. Switch! What a three! So it's 15-12, 4 minutes left. Dutton. Ball will go back over to the Crusaders. The BMR faithful in the stands are getting frustrated. This often happens, especially with parents, when their team's not quite playing the way you expect. Start blaming somebody else, but I don't really see the referee's problem. I think this time it's Curry for three. Too long on that one. Good board by Jared Shuney. Cornier stutter step. There's Dutton. He's got Micah on him. And so the parents get what they want. They get a foul, I think, on... I'm not really sure who they gave that to. Ethan Curry. So if I think if I'm correct here, it's 6 team fouls. Still only 1 personal on anybody in the Crusaders as Dutton makes the first. So 6 guys for Coach Badgema's team have 1 personal foul. So if you're going to pick up team fouls, that's the way you want to do it. Stay out of foul trouble. Dutton this is his 2nd trip to the line, and he makes his 3rd of 4. It looks like Burnett and Maloney are going to come back in. Curry and Dylan McAllister will take a seat. 3:31 left, first half. Crusaders cling to a 1-point lead. Just joining us, they started out gangbusters, up 10-0. Then Chargers went on a 12-0 run. Since then, the Crusaders have righted the ship a little bit. Gabe's been a while since he's got his shot off. They're really keying on him. He finds Maloney. Maloney goes left. Gabe power dribble. No, but he gets his own board. Oh, that's going to be a jump or a possession arrow, I believe. Yeah, so when the ball does that, it gets stuck up there. They do possession arrow, so it's Crusaders ball, but they only have 9 seconds in the shot clock. Oh, they do give him a new shot clock. Okay, so plenty of time. Gabe will go to work, and he gets it stolen in there by Brady Folster. Here comes Dutton all the way, no good. Mason Barnett just got a finger in there. Oh, we got to be careful. We got to be careful. As Brady Folster showing some frustration and hooked Gabe's arm. I don't know quite why Folster's laughing there. I mean, Gabe has a right to clear that rebound. So they get Folster, that's his 2nd. Just under 3 to play. First half's been a good one so far. Hopefully that's what we're in store for here tonight. Gorman has Fletcher on him. Almost stolen by Dutton. Instead, Mike is going to take the advantage all the way, but he can't get it to go. They're going to say the ball went out on the rebound off of Gabe Dieters. So Chargers down 1, have a chance to retake the lead. As Carson gets it over to Dutton. Fletcher, the 3 ball again. No good, but scooped up by Micah Dieters. Finds Maloney. Oh, he had Micah, but good defense, I think, by Fletcher. Dutton, somebody got their hand in there. Gabe gets a blocking foul called. We'll see if they... Looks like they're going to send Gabe to the line, and that will also be 3 personal. That'll be 3 personal on Folster, so that could come into play. They got to get Folster out of there. Gabe makes 1 of 2. I know that the Chargers are frustrated with that play, but that's a tough charge to get. You can't be moving at all. Gabe, that time the hoop was friendly. It's been a little unfriendly to his brother Micah, especially as we're just over 2 to play. That gives the Crusaders back to a 3-point lead. Dunton up fakes, has the layup, and he puts it in. Good offensive trip there for the BMR Chargers. Brady's got to be careful. Maloney, step back. Oh man, it looked online from where I was, but just short. Dunton looks like he's trying to draw a foul, but he didn't get hit. Oh, that is definitely a foul. Micah Dieters, you gotta give Carson Cornier room on that. So I think that's 2 on Micah. We're gonna check Dylan McAllister back in for Brady Gorman. Yeah, so that's, they got Brady for that. Huh, okay. I really thought that was on Micah, but they got Brady. That's why Brady Gorman came out. 2 personals. Coach Badgerman with just about 1:15 left to play in this first half. Doesn't want to get him in foul trouble. We get to travel on Jackson Dunton. Continue to upset the faithful from Chargerland here. Almost a minute left, first half. They got to give Gabe some room for 3. Too long. That was kicked by Fletcher. That didn't hit the rim, I guess. They didn't give him a new shot clock. So 21 on the shot clock, 58.8 on the game clock. Crusaders clinging to a 1-point lead. They try to get to Gabe down low. Gabe has it off the glass and in. Gets a chance to go to the line. Makes it 19-16. He can finish the old-fashioned 3-point play. That was on Jared Shooney, number 10. Good free throw from Gabe. They've got a 4-point advantage. Just a big final minute here for the Crusaders. They can get a stop and maybe even a hoop. Chargers want to do the exact opposite, get a hoop and then get a stop. They should have a chance for, Crusaders should have the ball again as Fletcher drills a huge 3. Makes it 20-19. Crusaders clinging to that 1-point lead. The shot clock's turned off. Micah doesn't care. He's going to go for the layup. He gets a foul on Fletcher. Fletcher didn't like it. I love that decision, the aggressive play by Micah Dieters is. Sometimes you kind of take the shot clock down, or you take the game clock down here at the end of the half. At this level, if you have an opportunity, you have a lane, take it. Micah's got to make him pay at the free throw line, though. He missed the first. He'll have 1 more. It looks like Ethan Curry is going to check into the game if there is another whistle or if Micah makes this. No good, so still a 1-point lead. The Chargers can go to halftime as Dunton gets all the way to the rim. No defense at all on that. So now the Chargers up 1. Crusaders have the last shot. There's 10 seconds left. Gabe just needs to find a good, don't wait too long, find a good shot. Dylan looked like he either lost it on the drive or he's trying to make a pass, but either way, didn't work out. So the Chargers have an opportunity for a last-second heave here. Up 1. Dunton will fire. He has a good look at it. Front of the rim for Dunton. So the teams will go talk it over here in the locker room at halftime. Really close. One here, 21-20. BMR with the 1-point lead. The Chargers came in, because I think we're gonna
Good evening. If you could please welcome into the court two of our youth basketball teams and their coaches.
We're gonna have some
putting on a special
youth basketball teams
Let's give these little guys a round of applause.
play at halftime, so we'll put that on the camera for you. So the Chargers came in at 8-6. And these two teams met, as I mentioned earlier, back in January. And the Chargers, trying to get that score, they beat the Crusaders 67-40 at home. So definitely already a much better showing for the Crusaders. Of course, they came out on fire, up 10-0. 3 right away by Gabe Dieters, and 3 by Micah Dieters. Chargers having trouble scoring, but then they put on a 12-0 run themselves. And since then, it's been back and forth. Chargers are a D4 team. They haven't been in postseason play in quite a while. They're not there yet in the power rankings, I should say. So the way the power rankings work is you want to be in the top 32. That's the magic number to get an automatic first round game. But if you have a winning record, an overall winning record, which right now the Chargers do, you do get an opportunity to do a play-in game. So either way, those paths would work. But the Chargers know if they're thinking about trying to sneak into that top 32 in Division IV in Massachusetts, which isn't easy to do. We've seen some pretty good Crusader teams last couple of years get in, but like late 20s. Or high 20s, I should say. And where so the Chargers, it's not an easy thing to do, D4 versus if they were in D5. And so the Chargers don't want to drop this one. This would be a really tough loss. The power rankings are an equation, wins and losses, point differential, and one of the biggest aspects of the power rankings, which I like, is it takes into consideration your opponent. Bang! Great shot by number 6 for blue. And so, you know, you get credit for even a tough loss against a really good team. So the Chargers really wanted a blowout win here like they had the first time these guys played. But remember, like I said, that was a very different Crusaders team. You didn't have Dylan McAllister's out there tonight. Yeah, a little rusty. It's his first basketball game since last season, coming back from a knee injury. Just having Dylan out there is huge. Mason Barnett was not part of that game, I don't think. I might be wrong. He might have played in that game. But what I do know is Gabe Dieters did not play, so. So Coach Bajma has to be a lot happier with what he's seen his team do in this one versus that one. However, he knows that they can go in these big droughts all season long, but having a guy like Dylan out there might really help with that. Senior leadership, Dylan played all last year for a pretty good Crusader team. They were pretty good. I think they went 7-1 at home last year, something like that. I remember not announcing too many losses last year. at home. They weren't quite as good on the road, but as usual, the Chargers saw Carson Cormier and Jackson Dutton try to lead the charge, but I think their leading scorer, because of 3 balls, Cody Fletcher. So it was a little cold to start the game, but Cody came out and hit some really big threes. Hit one towards the end of the first half, too, that was big, sending him to the locker room with a lot of momentum. That could mean the world. Number 6 hits it again. They better not play him too many minutes. Coach Badgerman may look to sign him up for the second half. Crusaders have spread the scoring out. I think their lead, I don't have the box score, but I believe their Gabe Dieters is their scoring leader. They've spread that out over the 20 points. Micah Dieters. Big 3 by Brady Gorman in the corner, right in front of the coach. Right after he hit that, Coach Annabali was very demonstrative, and I couldn't tell if he was upset with his team or the ref. I thought it was his team because I didn't really see what the ref did wrong there. I mean, Brady just shot it from the corner, but he threw his water bottle, so I was like, man, I hope that's not the ref. He could get in trouble for that. So that's going to be that for the young Waynesville Christian Crusaders. See them on the court here not too long in the future when they come up to high school. Having that youth program is so important. We're going to do some trick shots here. Backwards from half court. No good. He's a rebounder. Crusaders come out a little bit earlier than normal from the locker room, which is interesting. Usually they kind of come out with under a minute left. Chargers still in the locker room. We finally got that half-court shot to go. As you know, Coach Annabali is probably not real happy with how this first half progressed. They thought this would be a pretty easy win, as Crusaders have been pretty clearly the second of last team in this Dual Valley Conference. You got Nipmunk and Hopedale at the top. Sutton and BMR are in the middle. And then Whitensville and Douglas, with Douglas being really far behind, as even Whitensville killed them. But they'll play again next week, I believe. Yeah, actually on Friday. Crusaders go to Douglas. If they could sneak this one out, go and beat Douglas on Friday, they give you 2 straight wins. So the Chargers come back out, and we get last-second instructions here from the coaches. Referees are ready to go. Man, I hope the action is a lot like the first half. I've seen a few too many blowouts on the live stream this year. Mostly a Crusader defeat, but even one of their 2 home wins was a blowout on the other side, really beating Douglas pretty badly. So that wasn't a lot of fun either. More fun than losing by a lot, but to announce a game, you like it to be a little bit closer. And there was the St. Bernard's win at home the last time these guys were at home. That was a good game. And then this one so far is good. So the Chargers now go right to left. They're in black or navy blue, whatever you want to call that, with purple and gold trim numbers. And Crusaders on defense in the classic white, going into that zone that really did well for them in that first half. Thought Fletcher was going to fire that earlier. You know, he's feeling it. So Fletcher, he'll go left. Gets it to Cornier. He goes all the way, but he gets it blocked. It's going to be 16 seconds on the shot clock. Play by Brady Gorman down there. You got to stay awake, though. Don't turn your back. Fletcher for 3 again. You can't leave him wide open. That's his 4th 3 of the game, if I'm counting correctly. Makes it 24-20. That's the biggest lead of the game for the Chargers, as Gorman finds Micah. Micah, good drive. Oh, he could have went all the way to the glass. Instead, he got met at the rim by Nick Novio. Good block by Novio. Why not if you're Fletcher this time? Short, not out of bounds. Cody Fletcher is one of those that feels like Barnett looks like he's hobbling a little bit. So Ethan Curry comes in for him. Fletcher's one of those guys. Walks into the gym, feels like it's his range. So got to watch out, especially when he's feeling it, which he is here since that second quarter. Crusaders need a bucket. Just getting started here, but it got tipped. If it gets tipped, you can go in the backcourt. That's what the referee was telling people. As Gabe loses it, you may want to consider a timeout as Dunton gets it to Cornier, back to Jackson Dunton. Dunton gets a little push from Maloney. Maloney got away with it. Here comes Micah. Micah gets it stolen by Dunton. Dunton draws the foul from Gabe. So that's going to send, again, Jackson Dunton to the line. He's made 3 of 4 from there in the first half. And I can't jinx Jackson Dunton as he makes now 4 of 5. He has one more. Starting to expand this Chargers lead again. The Crusaders, they start to play a little bit rushed. Their heads down a bit. And they can get themselves in trouble. They gotta wake up right here and now. As Dutton misses that one, with Barnett being at the bench, Curry can't get the board. Gabe got tied up, so they got called a jump ball in there. Possession arrow is in Crusaders' favor, but Chargers will get the next one. Brady Gorman's struggling a little bit taking that point. They may want to. Good pass into Gabe. He goes up and under. Gets it tipped away. Micah battles for it. Good pass to his brother Gabe. That goes. So they score and call a timeout. I really love that because I thought it was a good time. Even though it's just 2 minutes gone by third quarter, I thought Coach Badgerman, knowing his team, maybe needed to call a timeout. Didn't like their energy level. So there he gets a hoop, making it 25-22, and can still call a timeout. Best of both worlds there. Set up your defense. Doesn't love how his guys started this third quarter. 6 minutes even. Here in third quarter. Chargers have outplayed the Crusaders since that 10-0 first run from Whitensville. 25-12, so Whitensville has to D up, get a stop, and get back on offense and get this thing back, get the lead back here. Dutton, good pass to Cornier. He had it open. Gonna get another shot. He's gonna go left, and this time Micah Dieters bodies Carson Cornier. Oh man, they leave Fletcher wide open again. He doesn't make him pay, but the Chargers get it back. This time Dutton does make them pay. Big three-pointer from the top of the key makes it 28-22. So the Crusaders got to settle down, go in their offense. I like this having Maloney take it. Dieters to Curry. Curry's gonna fire from three. He matches Dutton from the other end. Big three from Ethan Curry. Makes it 28-25. Looks like Mason Barnett's gonna come back in. Good to see he's okay. Yeah, along with Dylan McAllister. Dutton all the way. Man, he gets that one, muscles it up and in. Jackson Dutton. Big shot, 30-25. Maloney gets a little pick and roll, finds Gabe. So Gabe had Cody Fletcher on him, and he knew Cody just can't muscle Gabe, so Gabe just kind of muscled him a little bit, and they got Cody for a blocking foul. 2 on Cody. 2 team fouls on WCS, 1 on the Chargers. Barnett gets the rebound. McAllister finds Dieters. Good play in there from Dylan. Gets it, settles it down, gets it back out. Oh, that time hurried it a little bit. He thought he had Maloney over in the corner. Maloney was further to the left. Ball goes into the crowd. So Chargers up 5, 4 minutes to play third quarter. A chance to expand on their lead. Fulster, big shot off the glass and in. Makes it a 7-point lead. Chargers haven't done a lot of the pressing here. That wasn't working in the first half like it did in game 1. Eamon Maloney. It's Micah. Oh, Micah gets it ripped away by Dutton. Micah thought he blocked him. They're going to get Micah Dieters for another foul. It's going to bring Brady Gorman back in because that's 3 on Micah. 3 team fouls, and that even worse for Coach Badgeman's team. Sends Jackson Dutton back to the line. Well, he's a pretty good free throw shooter. He's only missed 2 of 6. So Michael will take a seat probably, depending on the game goes, the rest of the third quarter. But having some of these guys back makes foul trouble not as bad as some of the earlier season games. So Crusaders in a little bit of trouble right now, down 9. McAllister gonna try to take it himself, and he does. Oh, Dylan got there, but just didn't get it up high enough off the glass. That would have been a big hoop. Now they need a stop. Dylan is on Cormier. And Man, good defense by Dylan. I think that he just lost it. I don't think Dylan slapped it out. Carson wasn't happy about that. Now Carson trying to return the favor on Dylan, but Dylan's able to get it up. Maloney hasn't really seen his offense, even a lot of opportunities. That time, Gorman misses it. Carson misses it from the Chargers, so back and forth we go. Here comes Brady Gorman. Too many unforced turnovers here in the third quarter. Oh, you got Maloney. Chargers. Chargers fans, a little bit of a mock cheer for the refs there. I mean, I've been a parent and can get emotional, but I always tried to be quiet. But it's never a good look. Every once in a while, huge game, the refs make an absolutely terrible call. I get it, but overall, this game's been, I think, called pretty evenly. Game of basketball is incredibly difficult to referee. It's my favorite sport, but I always said I'd way rather be a soccer referee than a basketball referee. It seems like every play you could call a foul, you could call something, and somebody's going to be unhappy with you. Either way, we got 2:37 left to play in this, so the Crusaders now down 9. They have 4 team fouls. So the next foul puts them in the bonus, which puts the Chargers at the line regardless for 2 shots. So Crusaders have out there Eamon Maloney and Dylan McAllister, Brady Gorman, Mason Barnett, Gabe Dieters. Mike is still on the bench with his 3 personal. Chargers have a chance to get their first double-digit lead of this one. They really want to get to Fletcher. Fletcher's the one that really has been their main scorer and has given. Going to get a foul on the rebound. Looks like they got a push on Brady Folster. I think that's 4 on Brady. They're going to have to get him out. They send Nick Novio to the scorer table, but Folster has to be very careful. One more and he's out of this game, and we're still in the third quarter. Man, they go right to him, too. They go right to him, and he was so aggressive. Maloney, wide open 3. Rims out. Good battle. Just past the outstretched hand of Brady Folster. That'll get, man, the Chargers and the opportunity. I don't know how important coach and staff feels like Folster is to them, but I would have thought about calling a timeout there just to get him out. I mean, he was very aggressive on Gabe. He played great defense, but man, could have easily got his fit there. Cornier, they're going to get McAllister, Dylan, referee not agreeing on that one. That's going to send Carson, number 2, to the line. We're in the bonus, so even though he wasn't shooting, he gets 2 free throws out of that one. That'll be 2 on Dylan, 2 personal. Coach Badgerman asking for explanation for that one. Couple of big free throws there gives the Chargers first double-digit lead of the game. They are up 11. So just like we said at halftime, sometimes this Crusader team's offense just sputters. and really lets them down. Only, I think it's only 5 points in this third quarter with 1:41 left. So the thing about this, Coach Badham's got to be telling his team, like, listen, there's so much time left in this. We went on a 10-0 run, like nothing to start it. No reason why we don't have the ability to do it again. All starts on the defensive end. They'll have the ball coming out of this timeout, but yes, get a good offensive shot, but make a miss, D them up. Don't let Cody Fletcher have a wide open threes. I mean, he'll take the contested threes. He hasn't hit many of those, but man, they've left him wide open like 5 times. Especially got the inbounds plays, like 2 or 3 times. Chargers are really good at drawing up plays that get Cody Fletcher open. So they put on that press now. That didn't really work in the first quarter or first half. We'll see what happens here. It doesn't work this time. Eamon Maloney will now get the offense started. So 17 on the shot clock. Barnett to Gabe. Gabe goes right. Off the glass, no good, and they call a blocking foul. So that'll be still only 2 team fouls on the Chargers, but Gabe Dieters was in the act of shooting with 1:15 left third quarter. This would be a really good one for good couple of free throws for Gabe to get here, get it back under 10. Right the ship a little bit. When you have Barnett out there instead of Curry, you have more veteran play. The whistle is blown. We're first time I've seen that, at least in a while, a referee kicking a parent out of the game. So he must have said some choice things down there. So he and his wife, or whoever that's with him, they're out. Chargers have a chance, up 9. Crusaders should get the ball back. Little up fake from Cornier. What a 3! Big time shot from Carson Cornier. Dillon all the way back, almost loses it. Crusaders down 12. Dillon, it's 15 on the shot clock, almost gets to Gabe. Fletcher steals it. Fletcher gets it to Dutton. Dutton then throws it away. So shot clock will be turned off here at the end of the third quarter. 39-27. Still only 3 team fouls for the Chargers. Crusaders really could use a hoop here. Gabe's going to try to get it for him to the left. Oh, man. Could have easily just kind of stopped and gathered himself. That's something, as Gorman's going to pick up a foul, that's something that Gabe Dieters will learn with time, is when you beat someone that badly to the hoop, just plant yourself and put it up. You don't really need to flip it. Feels like Jackson Dutton's been living at the free throw line. That's going to be 3 personal on Brady Gorman. So that's going to bring Ethan Curry back in, probably for, he's going to come in for Barnett. Yeah, it's probably smart here. Barnett's in there for rebounding and defense, but you're down 12, you could really use 3-ball, and that's much more likely to be Ethan Curry than Barnett. Boy, the gym gets quiet on those free throws. So it's 40-27 as Dutton makes 1 of 2. 10 seconds on the clock. They got to get into it. Maloney finds Gabe. Oh, Gabe, why not? Shoot it. Boom. Gabe Dieter switches it. I'd like to see that a little bit more often. A little bit more aggressive with the outside shooting. He's trying to go to the hole constantly, but he's got that nice shot, and he's hit 2 of them here. That one brings him back within 10. Keeps the Crusaders alive. One thing that definitely does when you kick a parent out, it makes the rest of the parents a little quieter. That is kind of a walk of shame when you got to walk out of the court as an adult. This is tough. Not sure what he said, if it was warranted or not, but referees do hear a lot of chirping, so man, it must have been something kind of bad. So that big 3 by Gabe Dieters, again, makes it 40-30, and that just feels a lot different than down 13. I believe the possession arrow is directed towards Whitensville. They should get the ball here to start the 4th. So having that big 3 at the end of the 3rd, if you can sandwich that here with another hoop, it changes the momentum from what most of that 3rd quarter was. Gabe Dieters finds Brady Gorman, gigantic 3, 40-33, that's 6 unanswered in under a minute. It swings it a little bit, see if the Crusaders now really dig it on defense. Ethan Curry stays out there. That time Maloney got in Fletcher's face. Fletcher will go to the hoop though. Get 2, not his customary 3, but Cody Fletcher, great drive. They overplayed him, which I don't blame them for doing. Make Cody Fletcher beat you off the dribble, but he did just that. 42-33. They're really keying on Gabe. He's got to be careful. All those hands are in. 15 on the shot clock. Gabe loses it. So what happened there is Gabe lost the ball, and then he passed it to a teammate. Gabe's trying to say he just tipped it. The referee says you can't do that. They called a travel on him. So 42-33, Chargers have a chance to get this back in a double figure after a 6-0 2-3 point run the Crusaders had. There's no team fouls yet. So you don't want to send Dutton to the line. Just play him straight up. Just play him straight up. Good steal by Maloney. Maloney has a lane off the glass and in. Raymond Maloney makes it 42-35, 7-point Charger advantage. As they'll bring Folster, I believe, back in with those 4 fouls. Dutton has Gorman on him. Maloney trying to wrap up Fletcher. 15 on the shot clock. Carson Cornier, little step back from the corner. Looked online, no good, so here comes Dylan McAllister out of the pack. Good dribbling. You got they're saying that didn't get tipped. That definitely got tipped. The ball got like slowed down. Yeah, he didn't see it. Got corrected. So Dillon had a couple of options. He missed Curry, and he was trying to find Gorman for 3, who just had one. Folster's got to be careful with his 4. He's out on Gabe. Got 20 seconds on the shot clock. Maloney. Dieters. Dillon will shoot. McAllister off the rim, no good. Folster skies, that's why he's in there. Good pass to Dutton, and Dutton traveled. Dutton thought he got fouled, and he did, but it was after the travel. Coach Annabelli not happy as McAllister takes this. Good timeout for Coach Brady Badgema. As Coach Annabelli wants an explanation on that last play. So good timeout there. That was an offensive possession on the way to nowhere. So there's still 24 seconds on the shot clock, and right now with 5:20 left in this game, down 7 with the ball. Crusaders do not want to waste a possession. If you get a missed shot, you get a missed shot. That happens in basketball. What you don't want is a turnover or just some careless play or a really bad shot. You want to set up your offense. Key your offense with Gabe, and then have the shooters ready to go. Micah Dieters checked out in that third quarter with 3, and we haven't seen Micah back in. So Coach Badgema has liked what he's seen with the team that's been out there. Eamon Maloney, Dylan McAllister, Ethan Curry, Gabe Dieters, and I thought it was, and Brady Gorman, of course, who hit that big 3 earlier. So once again, good time out there by Coach Badgema. I like that. You get to this point in the season, you really get a good sense of your team. And sometimes, you get a veteran team where you really feel like they will right the ship and they'll figure it out. You don't call those timeouts, but sometimes you see like, man, these guys, this usually doesn't go well. Fletcher gets those long arms, and Brady Gorman wants a little bit more room. He can back up, though. They got to get open for him. Find Gabe. Gabe just posted up on Folster. Remember, Folster has 4. About 15 seconds on the shot clock now. Gabe with a little fall back 2. Gabe gets a little frustrated. Glad he didn't get a foul on that one. 5 minutes to play in this one. Now they got to go back on D as the Chargers trying to extend this lead. Dutton all the way to the hoop, and Dutton will get back to the line. That's going to be 4 fouls on Brady Gorman. Coach Badgema forced to make a decision with just under 5 to play. Is it even worth taking him out? He's not going to bother. He's going to ride with Brady out there. If Gorman should get the 5th, well, then you got to go to probably Micah. Dutton can't make him, but an absolutely terrible time to let up an offensive rebound. Nick Novia, number 14, just kept it up high, put it back. So 44-35. Curry, little Euro step, got to the cup, but he couldn't get it to go. So absolute must defensively here. They don't want to reach on Dutton. Dutton gets his own rebound. So, foul there on Gabe, I believe. Here comes Micah in. He's going to take Ethan out. So that gives you more interior rebounding and scoring, but you do take a little bit of a 3-ball option as Good block from Brady Gorman from behind is Chargers will maintain possession. That's 3 on Gabe, by the way. There's 4:17 left, so right now not a problem, but you cannot lose Gabe Dieters from this game. You don't want to overplay Dunton. He doesn't really want that 3. He wants to take it to the hole, and he's really good at it, so give him a little bit more space. This instead is Cornier, who will take the 3 if you give it to him. Tries to find Folster. Oh man, how many steps are we going to take? Loses it on the way up. 9-point deficit. I think it's an understatement to say Crusaders need a hoop, and Maloney's going to try to deliver, and he does. Eamon Maloney with a big 3-pointer, 3:37 left, 44-38, 6-point Charger lead. Once again, Dylan McAllister digging in on this man-to-man defense. Great defense by McAllister as he ties up Carson Cornier. The ball will stay with the Chargers, so Crusaders don't get the ball back, but if there is another tie-up here in a big moment, that gets them the next possession. 22 on the shot clock. Once again, you want to give Dunton some space. If you're Micah, Dunton's got those really good moves and loves to get to the hole, but instead he's going to look down low to Folster because Folster's got Gorman. Folster just goes to work, but he kind of blocked himself on the side of the hoop, and he gets his 5th foul, so that's huge for the Chargers. As Brady Folster has to take a seat. .305 left as the Chargers get a little bit of time. You can almost take a little timeout. So Crusaders just over 3 to play, down 6. They really could use another hoop here. Not as dire as the last possession, but it would go a long way to their efforts here to get back into this game as Gabe's going to try to take it himself. Beautiful pass to Micah Dieters. His brother puts it off the glass, and it falls in 44-40. Comes Dunton. You don't want to foul him. He's always trying to get a great play by Brady Gorman. Now Dunton has to go on defense. 4-point Chargers clinging to that lead. That's what they need to do. Get it to Gabe. Maloney hit one just a minute ago. He's going to try to hit another. No good. He pulled the string a little bit on that one. Cornier doesn't have Folster in there anymore. But he goes all the way to the hoop. Great play as he got to Novia. Novia couldn't get it to go, that little 1-footer. No need to hurry, so got 2 minutes, plenty of time, only a 4-point deficit. You just want to get a good shot. And even that last shot from Maloney was a great shot to take that. Micah really traveled on that, I think. Once again, I'd love to see Gabe Dieters. Feel free to shoot that one. It's wide open at the top of the key. He's hit 2. You know, if he's cold, that's one thing. But I get it. He wants a better shot. Oh, good steal by Maloney. He has his. Thought he got fouled. Maloney's going to fire it up. Oh, somehow it rattled out. Fletcher for 3. Backbreaker from Cody Fletcher. Coach Annavale is very animated over there. I think he has a good rapport with the refs because he's leaping up and down, yelling that he tried to call a timeout. The thing there as a coach, you just got to be so careful with those displays because the ref got him in a bad night. He calls for a technical, which he easily could have done there. You know, you see an NBA game or something like that, you're doing something like that as a coach, you're getting teed up. But it was an emotional moment, huge three by Cody Fletcher. He is, if things hold, Fletcher is by far the player of the game for the Chargers. He really kept them in it in that first half, some big threes, and now as the Crusaders are making that final push, down 4, trying to get a defensive stand, and Fletcher drills that back-breaking three-pointer. So now Coach Badgema, wonder why the Chargers called timeout, maybe to set up their defense, set up a press perhaps. That press really hasn't been very effective in this one like it was in that first one in the BMR home gym. So they don't put on a press, they just kind of show it a little bit on the point guard, but now Gorman has Fletcher on him. Ooh, that could be a three-point. Oh, he got fouled, I thought for sure. But Micah doesn't get the call, and he misses it. Carson for 3. That should just about do it for this Charger team. Up now 50-40. Micah looking for his brother, Gabe. Wasting a lot of time here getting in their offense. They got to get a shot. McAllister gets a beautiful pass to Micah Dieters, and that's going to mean a timeout for Coach Badgema as he has to stop that clock, set up his defense. Up 8, but they're going to have to probably play the foul game. The problem with that here in these new high school rules is the Crusaders only have 2 team fouls. So they still have to foul 3 more times to get it into the bonus and put the Chargers at the line. But their shot clock is turned off. So what you could potentially do if you're the coaching staff at WCS here is not foul right away. Try to get the steal in the backcourt or a backcourt or a violation of not getting it over in time. You could at least try to play that game. Then if the Chargers get it over half court, you got to foul. Or you just try to play the clock game here and foul immediately. We'll see what they do. Not a lot of great options down 8, 33.3 seconds left, that's for sure. So as we head towards the finish line, if things hold here, the Chargers will go up 9-6. WCS will fall a tough one. Best conference game they've played except for Douglas. They would fall to 2-10. So they do put on the press, which you would expect. Chargers go for the home run ball. Great play to Fletcher. Fletcher can't get it to go, but a couple of putbacks and Jackson Dutton. That'll pretty much do it. So we'll give the player of the game in this win as Gabe Dieters can't make it. We'll give the player of the game for sure to Cody Fletcher with all those 3-pointers for the Chargers. Good hustle player of the game. We could give it to just about anybody on the Crusaders. They hustled their tails off in this one, but we'll give it to Dylan McAllister just for the seniors. First came back, getting a lot of minutes all over the court. You could tell he's a little rusty. Been a while since he's played a varsity game, but he definitely gave his full effort out there. So final score 52-42. Crusaders go back on the road against Douglas on Friday. We'll see you at home Monday against Maine South. God bless everybody.